All right, guys, so if you're thinking about moving to Delaware, especially in that lower Sussex County area, this is the perfect video for you. Today, I'm in Georgetown, Delaware, and I'm in the community of Admiral's Landing. It's built by K Hovnanian. This one is a little bit different. There's going to be townhouses out here, and it does have a clubhouse. It's not 55 plus, so a lot of amenities out here. Great location. I mean, we're right here in Georgetown, 5 minutes away from, you know, the City Center, Walmart's, everything else. Great location. 35 minutes to the beaches, Lewis. So great opportunities here, great location, and I'm gonna show it to you. So with that being said, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Windom. I help people buy and sell homes here in Delaware. And on this channel, I talk about everything Delaware real estate related, everything you need. And if you're someone who's thinking about potentially buying or selling a home here in Delaware, I'd love to have a conversation to see if it makes sense for us to work together. So I'll put my info on screen now and again in the description below. But with that being said, let's head into this one right here. So here we are. We're right here at the model home. This is in, like I said, in Admiral's Landing. This is the Seagrove 2. There are townhouses out here. Like I said, this community is a little bit different. It's called the Seagrove 2. But before we get into it, guys, as always, you know, I know we love to come down here, especially around this area, around the beach. We're going to take a day trip. If you're in the area and you want to see some of these homes, guys, make sure you reach out to me first. So that you can have your representation, because if not, if you come here without me and you give your information and everything else, they're going to make it a hassle and maybe not allow you to have representation, and are not going to pay for it. So you definitely want to reach out to me first so we can set something up and come out here together. And obviously on top of that, I can ask those questions that you're maybe not thinking about, because this is all I do. So again, reach out to me. My info will be on screen. But like I said, let's get right into it. So this is the Seagrove 2 model. Let me get here. So this is the Seagrove 2 model. You got the nice little, porch over here. So as it stands, it's going to be a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,974 square feet. Their prices start at around like $350, I think. This particular one, the base they have right now is like $355 or something like that. But again, take that with a grain of salt, because I don't know when you're watching this. These prices change all the time, especially in here. These houses are moving quick. I mean, I talked to the rep earlier, and I want to say that this is the lowest priced home that K Hov builds in the whole state of Delaware. So these are going quick. So try to get you out here. Like I said, they opened up. There's going to be about 158 homes. Later in the video, obviously, I'll show you the neighborhood, the community, and what's it's around. But definitely a great price point. I know people have been telling me, Brandon, everything you show is expensive. So trying to find those good priced homes that are still a quality product. So again, with that being said, I know I'm talking way too much, guys. I know, I'm sorry. But we're gonna get right into it here. So this particular one is done in the farmhouse style. Obviously, you guys know, if you watch any other videos or see anything, the way K Hov does their videos now, I mean their homes now, is that they're all in a look. So you just pick a look, and that's going to be the aesthetic that runs throughout the home. So in this one, this is the farmhouse look. You got a nice little area here to like kind of drop your keys. Got your coat closet here. Got your coat closet here. Then you got your hallway here. Like I said, so in this particular community, everything is going to be a spec. So they're just going to build the home, and then you're going to tell them like, hey, I'm looking for a farmhouse or a classic, and I want, this thing in it. And then they'll see if they'll have one moving up. So you're not going to be able to, build from the ground up per se, but there's only one model in this community. So here we are. We got the half bath here. So like I said, 3-bed, 2.5 bath. So you have a little bath here off the, right here in the front for your guest. And then we open up into the kitchen area, and the kitchen and living room area. Like again, this is the farmhouse style. I try to point out what come standard, but like I said, they're making these as specs. So I mean, if you pick the farmhouse aesthetic, this is what it's basically going to look like for the most part. You got the huge island. It is natural gas. Really, it flows really well for the most part. Over here, let me come over here. So you got the microwave and oven combo. You do get a little pantry right here. So a little pantry area. So like I said, this house is 1,900 square feet. It's a pretty big house, especially for a townhouse. And it's not 3 levels because there is, unfortunately, guys, you're not going to have a basement in this one. They don't do basements out here. It's just going to be on a slab. But I mean, I feel, I said it before in some of my other videos. And I was just saying it earlier. I mean, K Hov does have some very good designs, especially to be like a big production builder. You got your laundry room here, decent size. More than enough space, side by side or top, whatever you wanted to do. Then you come through here. Obviously, it's the kitchen again, and then you move into the living area. You got enough room for like a little eat-in, or if you want to do a table. It's kind of a little bit weird just because it kind of blocks your motion, but there's still enough to get through. You got the wood beams. This right here, this fireplace, obviously optional. Depending on which one you build, it will it'll come with one or it won't. Another good thing out here is that with some of them you will get a screened in porch. It just depends on the build again. Like I said, this is one of the ones that are just a little bit different to where as though you can't just pick it straight out. But you got the screened in porch here. Oof. You got the screened in porch over here. Privacy. You can have fences out here, but it can't be the privacy fences. It has to be like these 3 split rail kind. And I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. I mean, for this price point and it's townhouse, and I do think this is a really good deal. And I mean, we're looking out here. I mean, most of the lots out here are gonna be at least maybe like a fifth, so 0.2 or a quarter of an acre. I mean, this is a pretty sizable backyard, and you kind of don't see that with, I mean, just in general, honestly, and especially with townhouses. Usually you have like those smaller yards. I know if you've seen some of my other videos, I mean, the one I just did in Milford, DR Horton, they really didn't have a yard. I mean, they were pretty decently priced, but you get a lot of yard space out here. I'll ride around the neighborhood, but obviously you see the little sign here of the amenities. So you have the club, the pool, and the fitness center. That's where the clubhouse will be. So you'll get all that. Let's walk back in here, and I mean, they're building these. They're putting them up over here, like I said. So it's going to be a spec home. So you'll just come in and say, hey, what are you guys building? They'll tell you, and then you'll decide which one works the best for you and your needs. But there's only the one floor plan out here, so all of them are going to look alike. But a big thing. So let me give you another shot here so you can kind of see it from this side. So you got over here. Pretty spacious. It still feels pretty open and inviting, even though, So I know you guys are really going to like this. I know you guys are really going to like this one. So in these, actually, you have the first floor primary. So you have the primary right here, and it's on your first floor. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I mean, for if you're a starter home, or maybe you're downsizing, or this is just the area you want to be in, you just want a townhouse, this is really nice. And especially for the price point, I don't think you're going to find much as nice as this. So if you're someone who is in that price point and you're looking for something nice, obviously you got your rainfall shower, your ensuite, dual vanity, you got your water closet here, you got your linen closet, right up here. And then, you know, pretty decent size closet. You guys already know how I feel about the Ryer racks if you've watched any of my other videos, but so you could definitely make that more efficient if you put your own shelving in there. But yeah, I mean, overall, you know, decent size. I mean, this is a king bed in here. You still got enough room for a sitting chair and a dresser. And, you know, you got the nightstands on both sides. So up here, we got the upstairs. And again, like I said, guys, I mean, these floor plans really do surprise me, especially with like being a bigger production builder. But I guess they can put all the money into getting these best designs. But I really like this, especially you have like a little loft area here. You got a loft area here, which is pretty dope. Especially if you do have older children, or if there's more than maybe one family living in the home. Like if you have a sibling, or even if you have like two siblings or something like that, it's like basically have two living spaces up here, which is pretty cool, especially with being in a townhouse and, you know, still having enough room. It's like I said, they just do a really good job at utilizing all the space. So you get your first bedroom here. Got your first bedroom here. Let's look at this closet. See what this closet looking like. So, I mean, decent. I mean, it's decent little closet. I mean, especially, I mean, if you were downsizing, or maybe you just want something small, or want something smaller. And if you're just downstairs and you're gonna have kids visit or anything like that, I mean, it's pretty great. I mean, it's far enough away from the beaches where you don't get horrible traffic, but it's close enough. I mean, it's only about a 30-minute ride down to the beaches. So this is the other room. You got your closet here as well. Same size closet for the most part. Always got to remember to look at the screen, like while I'm recording, to see exactly what I'm capturing. Because sometimes I'll just be walking and I won't be paying attention. It's kind of a learned skill. But obviously, this is like their little design studio. You see it in most of the videos. So, I mean, you got the basic elements: classic, farmhouse, and loft. And you can kind of see. Ooh, excuse me. Bless me. But you can kind of see how that would look in each of the different aesthetics. So classic, you got more of the, you know, the glass, you know, the farmhouse, you get the subway tile. The elements is the most basic package on how it comes. And then you got the loft here. So, and then we got here. So tankless water heater here. Your air conditioner, your connections for your Ethernet and everything. So I mean, I guess you could put some stuff in here, like I said, if you did have some paint or anything like that. And then you have your other full bath up here that's shared between these two bathrooms. One of the things I can say is I'm so glad, like what I really do like with K Hov that they do, is that they don't do the plastic inserts. They actually do like the tiling. It doesn't go all the way up to the ceiling, which, you know, it's just something I prefer. But yeah, at least they give you that, because I cannot tell you how many times I walk through these model homes and they have like all these beautiful upgrades, and then it's a freaking plastic insert in one of the bathrooms. I'm like, come on, guys. So, I mean, overall, that's the full house. Like I said, what I'll do now is go ahead and go in the car, show you around the neighborhood a bit, tell you a little bit more about the area, and then I'm show you, like I said, we're like 5 minutes, so this ride is probably gonna be pretty short unless I run into a little bit of traffic. Sometimes you will see some traffic coming back, coming back down from the beach because everybody's leaving because it's on a weekend. But I'll do that. We'll get in the car and we'll go there. So I'll see you there. All right, guys. So, I mean, you kind of know the deal already. So we're going to go through here. I'm actually going to take you to, there's a Walmart that's super close to here. And that's probably the shopping center that you're going to use the most often. So we'll go through that real quick. And I'll drive you around the neighborhood where you can see some of the, some of the homes that are already built. Like they just opened this up not too long ago. These homes are going really fast out here because, like I said, I mean, they're really, adequately priced. So if you're someone who's, first-time home buyer that wants to be in this area, or maybe if you're downsizing because you want to be close to the beach but you don't want to be too close to the beach, this is definitely a really good option. It is not a 55 plus community. It's not a 55 plus community, but they do have a clubhouse, the swimming pool, fitness center, and they do take care of lawn maintenance as well. I probably should have went the other way, but you can just see a little bit more. So and for that, it's $135 a month. Like I said, they do take care of lawn care, and then you get access to the clubhouse, all that other good stuff that that comes along with it. And I know I said it before, but yeah, the big difference in this community, that everything kind of comes like pre-done already. So it's going to be a spec home. So like these ones they're building, they're just going to build them, and they're going to build them with different amenities and, well, not different amenities, with different styles and features. Like if you wanted to do the fireplace or the covered deck, you would just say, hey, do you have one coming up? And they're just building these as they come. So obviously there's going to be it says 158 homes out here, so not a crazy big community, but decent amount. So all this, obviously that's where your clubhouse is going to be, and these are just the other potential lots out here. I don't really know. All the roads are in, so I'm really not sure exactly which way they're moving, if they're moving this like the way we're going now, or if they're moving the opposite way. But I mean, it's just a big old circle for the most part. You do have some kind of apartments that are back here, so they haven't finished out the roadway yet to go all the way around, but you kind of get the gist of where I'm going. But I mean, overall, I mean, this is like I said, I know you guys probably don't see any videos on Georgetown just because a lot of people don't do videos on Georgetown, but it's a rapidly growing area. And like I said, a lot of people pick it because of its vicinity to the beaches, but not being like right in the beach, like the beach area to deal with that day-to-day crazy traffic. And then the price point, like I said, as you guys get further south, into Delaware, so this is kind of like right in the middle, like in the south, like right in the middle. So you have the eastern side where the beaches are, because we're actually going to go to 113 right now, and we're going to go on 113. But then you have the eastern part of Delaware, like the southeast part there, where you're going to see those higher, where the Miltons and the Lewises and everything, you see those higher price points. But then when you get over here to that western side, more so western, it gets a little bit cheaper, because that's where you're going to see more of the ruralness of Delaware, where you're going to see a lot more farmland and things like that. Even in Georgetown itself, I mean, there's a couple of chicken plants here, so decent. A lot of people choose here because you have like more work opportunities because the factories that are here. So if you're someone who doesn't have, maybe didn't go to college and got a degree, and you're just looking for a job, I mean, there are opportunities out here. But like I say, you won't see many videos about it. You won't see a ton of videos about Georgetown, Delaware, just because it's not as glamorous. You got Delaware Deltech right here, which is really cool. If you do have a family, or if your kids do graduate from a Delaware high school, they do have the Seed Scholarship that you can go to school for free. And right over here, we have behavioral health right there. And then you got the Georgetown campus. You got a BB that's right here. BB hospital that's right here. Also, the veterans, the VA. There is a VA in this shopping center as well. It's right in front of us. Obviously you can't see it, but it's the VA clinic right there, outpatient clinic. So if you're someone who has served and used the VA, they don't have like the hospital, like a huge like ER hospital, and some of the services they don't offer there like they do in Wilmington. But I mean, you do have one right here in Georgetown, which is pretty convenient. I know they can do a lot of outpatient services. And then right in here where we're turning at, you're gonna have your Walmart, your Redner's, and all your amenities. So I mean, as far as its vicinity to amenities, I mean, you can, like I said, you can walk. you can basically walk to it, or if you got an e-bike, or you want to have a bike or anything like that, it's super convenient. It's probably gonna be one of the shortest driving videos I've ever did, because I mean, it's just so close. You got the BB healthcare right there, behavioral health. And then we'll just come around here, and we'll go right into the Walmart here. So you got a child care center. There is another community that's right over there that DRB builds as well, that has some single families. They're a little bit more pricier. And then I mean, like I said, guys, I mean, we're right here. This is the Walmart. Right here in the Walmart, you got a Walgreens. You got a Walgreens over here too, depending on if you have prescriptions, where you want to get your prescriptions. There's a Redner's as well. Across here. I don't know what this lady is doing. She almost crashed out. Gotta pay attention to what you're doing there, girl. So try to go through the little shopping center here. Oh my goodness, this car's probably pissed at me. I cut him off. So you got El Pollo Asado, Yard and Bone, El Chado, Cost Cutters, obviously the main entrance, Subway, AT&T, you know, a full-fledged shopping center here. It's not open yet. I know that place is going to do numbers. We don't have like no type of like rotisserie chicken place. I don't know if any of my local people are watching this, but yeah, man, I used to love Boston Market, and they shut down Boston Market on me. But yeah, we don't really have too many places. AT&T, Subway, and as you can see, I mean, it's lively here for sure. It's, you know, right here in College Park. You got a Hilton as well, so if you're someone who's maybe looking for, you know, if you want to explore this area and you want to, you know, rent a room or something to stay for a couple of days, you can definitely do that. But with that being said, guys, that's gonna about wrap it up. If there's other, like I said, if you're thinking about potentially buying or selling, or if you want more information about that community, obviously put my info on the screen again. Feel free to reach out to me. I always pick up the phone for the most part, or if not, I get right back to you, or text or what have you. But if you're looking for something else, other communities, or you're just looking to do a little bit more research on Delaware as a whole, I got a bunch more videos on the channel, and I'll put some right here.